I promise you, you've asked yourself this question before. You've probably asked yourself, at some point in your life, you've asked yourself, am I ready to be in a relationship? Pause. Remember this. Think about it. You're probably in a situation in a dating phase right now. You're dating multiple people, or you're dating someone, and you've sat back to yourself and you're like, dude, am I actually ready to be in a relationship? Am I actually ready for the commitment that comes with a relationship, right? Or am I done? Am I just playing around and just wasting my time and the person's time, right? We've asked that question. Many of us have asked that question. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 signs that indicates to you that you are ready to be in a relationship. But check this. It's also going to inadvertently show some of you that you are not ready to be in a relationship. Okay, let's get this. So first sign that indicates to you that you're ready to be in a relationship is, are you ready? Drum roll. Boom. You have gotten over your ex. You're no longer in the rebound stage. You have gotten over your ex. Now, let me be very clear about this. When we talk about getting over your ex, we're not just talking about, situations where you can't talk about your ex, right? So some of us have been in situations where you talk about your ex and it triggers you. It gets you upset. You remember some stuff, or it hurts you. Okay, it's a clear indication that you're not over your ex yet. But in situations where you can have a conversation, you could talk about experiences, you could talk about some things that you've done that involves or includes your ex, and it doesn't trigger you, it doesn't affect you, you don't have any negative feeling or negative emotion towards that experience, that is an indication that you have gotten over your ex. And also, you're not in a rebound stage. Now, what's the rebound stage? This is where you are just messing around with other people, in an attempt to heal from the previous relationship or previous relationships you've been in. So you're just pretty much using the person you're with. And some people like to be in a rebound stage for a very long time. Some people like to be in for a very short time. But if you are in a rebound stage, you're not actually ready to be in a committed relationship. You are not ready for a relationship. So sign one that you are ready or not ready to be in a relationship is you have gotten over your ex and the trauma that comes with it, right? Regardless of whether it was a bad breakup or good breakup, it doesn't matter. You have gotten over your ex and you're no longer in a rebound state. Sign 2 is you are not looking for a savior to complete you, to come save you. You are complete in yourself. You're not looking for your yin to your yang or someone that completes you. None of that. That's what we're watching in movies and that's what you read in books. The reality of it is that if you want to be in a relationship with somebody else, you have to be whole yourself. You have to be a complete person, including your flaws, your goods, your bads, your uglies. Everything has to be complete before you can actually be in a relationship with somebody else. And so if you can say for a fact that you as a person are complete, you are whole within your own person, within your own right, you are ready to be in a relationship. And if you can't say that about yourself, you're constantly looking for a savior, someone to complete you. You feel like you need to be with someone, to feel complete, safe, and all that stuff. You're probably not ready to be in a relationship. Sign 3. But before I tell you sign 3, let me share 2 things with you real quick. First thing, guys, please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that bell notification so that when we do more videos like this, you are the first to hear about it, you're the first to watch it, okay? All right, that's first. Second of all, now, I don't claim to be a relationship expert. I'm not in any way, I didn't go to school for any of this, right? But what I do have is a particular set of skills. I'm just joking. What I do have, though, is I've been surrounded by a wealth of experiences and knowledge from different people that have been on my platform. So if you don't know who I am, I have a talk show called Bolade Rant on Instagram. And I do it live on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, right? And over time, about 5 years, we've discussed multiple topics like this. And over time, we've seen people get married from the platform. We've seen people, in relationship on the platform. People have been in a relationship and gotten out of relationship. So given the wealth of experience that I've been surrounded by, and given the fact that I interact with all these people one-on-one, I think I've been able to gather some very key pointers as to whether people are really ready to be in a relationship or not ready to be in a relationship. Now, the best part of it is I have experienced what I'm talking about. I have been in a situation where for a whole year, I was asking myself the same question. Am I ready to be in a relationship? So trust me when I tell you, these signs are coming from a place of personal experience. Sign number 3, let's get it. All right, so sign number 3 is simple. You have mastered self-love and self-acceptance. What that means is you are no longer in a limbo of trying to love yourself or accept the person that you are. Now, this doesn't mean you're not open to change or improving on who you are. This just means that you know where you are. You know what you've gauged your reality and you know exactly where you are. And because of that, you have an advantage over some people that are still figuring it out. So self-love doesn't just come from affirmations and telling yourself you love yourself, or affirming things in the mirror, or everything I want, I have, everything I don't want, I don't have. No, that is child's play. That's recital. You're just reciting stuff. Self-love actually comes with action, actually loving yourself. And then acceptance comes with understanding who you are and accepting that this is the person I am. Number 4 sign. If you understand the importance of communicating in a relationship, you are probably ready to be in a relationship. And if you don't understand the importance of being of communicating, you're not ready for a relationship. And let me put it this way: just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you cannot communicate. Now, when I say communicating, I'm talking for in the entire spectrum of communicating, right? From the small banter and text messages and stuff like that to the arguments, the fights. That is all communicating. Now, you shouldn't have. So this is what I always tell people: you shouldn't have fights with someone that you shouldn't have fights with someone where you cannot actually talk to the person, because it's in the process or the time you guys spend in resolving your issue, talking through the thing that made you guys angry at each other, that you get to learn a little bit more about the person, especially if you guys understand the importance of communicating. And if you do already, before you get into a relationship, already know that, listen, it's very important to communicate with my partner, then you are probably ready to be in a relationship, because when you fight, you will be the first. Always, you will be eager to have a conversation, to communicate with your partner, because you understand the importance of communicating. And even the small banter, right? Those little good mornings and, hey, what's up, babe? Hey, big head, have you eaten? Have you slept? Those little small banter, you understand that those things are key to the growth of your relationship. Sign number 5, you understand what it is to be single. There's some people that have not been, they don't understand what it is to be single. They've always either been chased, they've always been in a situation where either someone is trying to talk to them or they're trying to talk to someone. They've never actually put all of this people aside and take time to experience the single life. Single life is interesting, is a bliss. Trust me, I've been there before. And in that time, in that space, it's time for you to discover yourself. What triggers you, what offends you, what were you the common denominator in your past relationship for all of them not to work. Now, some of you might say, oh, don't blame yourself for the flaws of your past relationship. Fine, do not blame yourself. However, you should not be stupid and ignorant that you are a common denominator. The reality is, yes, all men ain't shit, right? Or all women ain't this, whatever. Or you may say all of that, but you are the one that is gone through 3-4 relationships and you're the common denominator. And it's in that time when you're in that your single space. You don't have any commitments to anybody. You don't have to worry about anybody else. You don't have to think about anybody else. You're just worried about you. You think about yourself for now. That's selfish time. you then begin to churn down and begin to figure out, okay, so what did I do? What do I need to improve here? What do I need to what do I need to, what kind of men should I stop looking for? What kind of women should I stop looking for? What kind of mindset do I have? Am I always looking for the bad ones? Or, take that and experience it. Enjoy that single life. That's sign number 5. Sign number 6 is this: you are ready for the hard work that comes with a relationship. Now, so we human beings, we evolve, we change, we grow, we do all of that. And in as much as we go into a relationship with one person, we go into a relationship with that one person at a time in their life, right? At a specific growth level of their life. You know how when kids are growing up, right, they get to age 5 and they're this height, and by age 15 they've gotten to this height. So think of that in a relationship. When you're dating, when you meet someone, you're dating them, they're probably at this level of their life, and over time it's inevitable. Change is constant. They will grow or they will change to a different level, whether up or down or side or left, whatever. But there is going to be a change that you probably are not going to be ready for. And that comes with hard work. That comes with being able to understand that you are going to have to evolve as well as they evolve. And it's not a one-way thing. It's you also changing. They have to figure it out. And you might say to yourself, well, I'm this person, I haven't changed. You probably have changed. And understanding that other person needs some time to adjust to your change, understanding and being able to work with them is hard work. It is hard work. Now let's leave that alone. Let's talk about the instances in your life where you're in a relationship where there are things that you were not expecting. You were not expecting his family to be overwhelming. And you see, the importance of understanding and accepting that you're about to take on some hard labor, is that when you get into those moments, you are ready for it mentally, right? You probably are not equipped to handle it physically, but you would get there because mentally you're like, okay, bet, this is a relationship and it's hard work. I'm going to have to figure it out. So sign number 7 is very simple. You are open. If you are open to the following, you are probably ready to be in a relationship. Are you ready for this? All right. First one, you're open to change. I just talked about change. You're open to compromise. People evolve. Things that you're not expecting will happen. You're open to compromise. You're not just rigid within yourself. You're open to compromise. You're open to growth. That is very important. So you have to understand that you're open to growth doesn't mean that, the growth is going to be positive or it's going to always be growth that is going to yield something that's going to benefit you. It's just the person is growing or maybe maturing or growing in some way, but you're open to it and you understand that, okay, this is reality now and I'm open to it. If you're open to that, you are probably ready for a relationship because that is what a relationship is, right? People will change, people will evolve, people will grow. People have different ways of doing things, and you are open to all of those things. Doesn't mean you don't have your own standards or you don't have your own way of doing things. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that you are open to somebody else's growth, change, compromise, right? Now, this comes with maturity. Let me just put it that. Let's be frank. Some people are old in age, but they're not old in sense. Just bottom line. And if you truly want to be in a relationship, that is something you definitely need to work on. Now, for those of you that stuck around to the end of the video, here is your bonus. This is my favorite one. And here is your bonus. And I really appreciate you guys for sticking around. I'm going to give you this bonus sign. And this is sign number 8. If you find out that you are no longer afraid of being in a relationship, you're probably ready to be in a relationship. So if you're still afraid of all men cheat, all women, are gold diggers, whatever the fear is, you have this fear. Stay away from being in a relationship because you're going to either damage yourself more or damage the person you're going to be in with. You are not ready to be in a relationship if you are afraid of what you haven't experienced. Now, I understand that's kind of like weird to say because am I suggesting that you should go get heartbroken? No, I'm not saying you should go get heartbroken. But you can never know the outcome of what's going to happen until you actually get into it. So why are you in a situation, why are you putting yourself in a situation where your mindset is already thinking the negative way? Because it could be two outcomes, right? And that's why it's so important that if you are afraid of being in a relationship, stay away from being in relationships. You're not ready, period. That's it for me, guys. I appreciate you guys. 8 signs. So if you stuck to the end of this video, you've gotten all 7 signs plus the bonus 8 signs, guys. Make sure if you like this video, leave a comment below if there's anything that any of the signs that resonates with you, share, or that you do not agree with. Please leave a comment in the comment section. My platform, I pride my platform to be a platform where we discuss contentious topics. So if you ever want to watch me on YouTube, on Instagram Live, join me on my platform, Bolade, OlaOjo. Check the link in the description of this video. Join me on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. We discuss everything contentious, everything, abortion, everything contentious. Trust me. And yeah, we'll be having fun. So check out the next video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Hey. I hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. For more videos like this, check out our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram pages at Bolade OlaOjo. Thank you.